Hi, I'm Gianna and I'm from Amsterdam. Apart from being Dutch, I also have roots in Suriname, South America. As a child, I was always singing. When I was about 8 years old, my father started teaching me the drums. One of the first rhythms I learned was the Mozambique. When I started writing this album, there were a few things I found to be real important. One of them was that I wanted to make people dance. I wanted to make music that I wanted to dance to. So instead of sitting behind a piano, I started out with the beats. When I was about 19 years old, my father told me to listen to Sheila E. But at that age, who wants to hear what his dad's got to say? So I didn't listen, went my own way, listened to the stuff that I liked. But a few years later, I felt really drawn to that 80s vibe and started checking stuff out. And that's when I discovered that I actually really loved the stuff Sheila was doing. My album is hugely inspired by Prince, Sheila, and the electric sound of the 80s. So he got his way. He was right all along. I even put a Sheila track on my album, The Glamorous Life. One of the tracks Candy plays on is called Go Girl. This track is about a strong girl who doesn't take no for an answer, but she does it in a real positive way. And because of that, lots of people are rooting for her, hoping she will achieve the things she's heading for. Having Candy play saxophone and myself play the timbales and a track that's called Go Girls, to me that screams girl power.
I'm Candy Dilfer, I'm a saxophonist and I love playing on Gianna Tam's new album. I think she's incredibly talented and I think we're going to hear a lot of her more in the next few years. And you don't often see a girl sing and play percussion and she does it really, really well. So it's going to be a great album and I look forward to hearing the whole thing and playing with her live. Peace.
Living in Amsterdam, I get real inspired by the things I see and the people I meet. This album is all about being young but knowing what you want and not being afraid to admit so. For example, the chorus of Boy, you are not the one I need, just the guy between my sheets, and I might just kiss and tell, so you better do me well. I took the inspiration I got in the city to a small cabin outside town. Stayed there for 2 weeks, just me, my MIDI keyboard and my laptop. And that's where I wrote most of the songs for my album. So when I was finished, my demos were ready. I knew I had to find someone who knew where I wanted to go with this album sound-wise.
Hi, I'm Maarten. I'm working with Gianna now on the record.
I really love working with Maarten. I feel like I don't have to say a lot for him to understand me. And he's got amazing ideas and knows exactly what the songs need.
After a while we played, she told me that she was working on this album and she needed some analog vintage gear on it. And well, I happen to have some stuff. So besides Gianna, the star of the whole album, the Overheim, and we used it for a lot of sounds, bass sounds, lead sounds, brass sounds, which is actually very good at it, kind of sounds. And when I bought it, I made some demo tracks just to figure it out, and one of the tracks I gave to Gianna and she really liked it, and it was actually the start of a song we did together. It was based on a pretty simple bass line played on this thing. And that's how we started, and well, now we're, I think, a year later and we're almost finished. We're mixing now the album and I think it's gonna be a very nice album and I hope you like it too.
On this album it all comes together. My drums, my vocals and my percussion. Thanks for your time and check out my album.